Impulses of a Necrotic Heart and Other Afflictions is the latest short story collection by Red Lagoe. Not only does Red have 15 incredible stories for you, but she also has each story introduced by her own personal artwork. Not only is every opening line and opening paragraph of the story designed to draw you in like a meat hook, and with it has the force of some kind of supernatural magnetic powers that leave you with absolutely no choice but to get reeled further and further into the story as it goes along. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to give you an example of some of those introductions and tell me that you don't want to know more. For example, Hallowed Hearts with an incredible artwork to go along with that. If Wesley could fly out of the school bus window without crashing to his gravel-coated death, he would. He'd stick his torso outside, spread his arms, and let the wind carry him into the sky. He could be like the birds, take to the clouds, high above the world of problems, and be free from it all. Free from the bullies, free from the 6th grade math homework he didn't understand, free from the embarrassment of not understanding who he was supposed to be. The next example, this one is from The Glass Labyrinth. In the off-season, the seaside town carried on its salty breeze the ghosts of Isaac Tripp's childhood memories. Stomping barefoot in the ocean, sunburns, saltwater taffy, and aggressive gulls swooping down the bits of french fries or funnel cake. But those glimpses of his past had been viewed through naive goggles of innocence for too long, much like an ice cream cone on the beach, melting away and leaving nothing behind but sticky fingers and disappointment. So did Isaac's rosy picture of his childhood. And yet another example, this one called Blood Bogged. One of my personal favorites, stalactites of clotted blood hung from the mesh hammock. The nylon contorted to Erin's body, tugging her as she woke to another morning massacre beneath her. Blood had collected on the floor overnight, dripping between the netting and coagulating on the small bedroom floor. The moon had filled wall to wall, corner to corner. An ankle-deep layer of blood poured out of her body overnight. She twisted her head to look beneath the hammock's webbing. There was considerably less than the days before. The sound of gushing fluids had ceased. Maybe it was finally over. Well, spoiler alert, it wasn't over. This next story, called 14 Gallons. Sideways sunbeams pierced the fog over dewy grass and decomposing corpses. Evaporated bodily fluids ascended from the melting skin-bagged bodies that peppered the neighborhood. Their insides had eviscerated into liquid. The fog swirled and levitated above the neighbor's body like a delicate ghost trying to escape, but reluctant to leave the only life it ever knew. And those are just a few examples of some of the awesomeness that you can expect in Impulses of a Necrotic Heart and Other Afflictions by Red Lagoe. And I guarantee you that if you think those hooks are leaving you wanting more, that's nothing compared to what the stories as a whole are going to do for you after reading them and turning the final pages. If you want to do yourself a favor and grab a copy of this book, you can find the link down below. And if you want to further get inside of the guts and the mind of Red, then I suggest you're going to want to click on the link up here to find the full in-depth chat that Red was kind enough to grant me. Until then, guys, stay dark, stay hungry, stay red.